Howdy, howdy, fellas. Got a World of Warships Legends match for you today in the Henri the Fourth. I've got a couple of reasons for making this match. One is it's just a good match. But secondly, and maybe a little more broader, a little more philosophical, I had a conversation with a fellow player about how he plays the ship versus how I was playing it, some issues that I had with it, notably turret traverse, and his recommendation. And in short, he recommended switching fourth mod slot from reload mod, so whatever main battery mod 3, to gunfire control system mod 2. I had an extra one laying around that I'd take it off, I don't know, some ship somewhere. So I'm like, all right, you know what? That's sure. I don't love the ship. He does love the ship. He says it's one of his like comfort legendary ships. I don't dislike the Henri, but I had found it somewhat lacking versus some of its peers. Not bad, but not particularly spicy. I'm like, all right, man, you like it. I might as well try it. And yeah, he was right. I played probably 8 matches in it, and I've done, reasonably well. Had some normal legendary tier shenanigans. Uh, but I like it. I like it a lot. I like it better. I'm going to keep it. And so, yeah, I think it's just important to remember that. Take other people's opinions and feedback into consideration. Their stuff might not always be for you, but in the best case scenario, you might learn something new if you talk to people with a different opinion, and you might find something that actually works better for you. And that's always one of my major goals in game and in life, is just selfishly and not selfishly, like, I want to be the best. I want to have the most fun. If someone else is better and having more fun, give me some of that. So, anyway, that's enough philosophy. On with the gameplay. Alright, here we are in... This map is Greece. Yes, I know some of them. Over here on the A flank, I am going to use my speed boost early. Because I'm running refill station, I only have the 2. That is definitely... I don't know, I might try it all out with fully packed just because of how the gameplay ends up working. But I am, because with just the 2 speed boosts, I'm often a little more conservative with them. I won't use them necessarily on the opening positioning, except on maps like this where I particularly want to go wide faster. If you can make it over to the island cover on the west side of A, that is so much more valuable than if you're still in this no man's land over here where there is no cover and you have to go way further back. So that is my goal. That's why I'm popping speed boost early. You can see the Henri goes up pretty fast with the speed boost. That is quite nice. I believe it's 36 knots with the build I have on it right now. I think that's right, 36. So it's fast, but it's not lightning fast. But a little bit faster than some stuff, except this smoke screen means that there is already a destroyer in this cab. Actually, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I didn't realize this was a short match again. Is that right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Another short match. Why am I getting so many short matches? This is annoying. The game is dying. No, I think there's been server problems. I've definitely noticed some, even more than normal. All right, Kaba's backing up. I'm gonna lead appropriately now, and then he totally jukes me. Like, I don't know if he was watching me or if this is just what it is, but he totally owned me there. Like, I got nobody to blame but myself. I'm just gonna cry about it and shoot the Montana. Honestly, I expected the Kaba to go dark. I thought he was in his smoke screen there, so I was kind of like, oh, I'm not going to do the thing where I just miss it. I should have shot him. that was a mistake on my part. Whoopsie doodles. But yeah, I'm kind of positioned here to kite out, set the fires, get the stuff. Oh, here comes a bunch of shots. The Henri does have a fair amount of 30mm plating on the sides, but squishy nose. Those things all pin anyway. Like, this is how it happens to me a lot. Like, angle? Like, where angle? I don't know. I think, if you see where the lifeboats are and stuff, this thing's got enough chunky superstructure that you definitely can get some shells arming in there. We get 7 pins on the BA Montana to finish him off, and that is like the... Am I running AL Talon on this? I actually can't remember if I'm running AL Talon or Scott or whatever, what exactly my inspirations are in this match, as has happened to me before. I've been kind of messing around with it, so I'm not 100% sure what I've got in this, but it's It's nothing too crazy. Mbeli, Scott, Talon, like all that stuff is totally fine. Pop the reload boost, AP, broadside, Sevastopol, getting a few decent whacks. Yep. Oh yeah, that's a good one. One Hail Mary shot with just the rear turret, making it over the edge of the island, and he's angled. Hey, but we pick him up. All right. Oh man, yeah. See that shot is exactly what I was worried about when I assumed he was going to disappear earlier. Is where it like kind of clips your aim back and forth. That's what I expected earlier, but now there's no other target, so I might as well take it anyway. Trying to get it over the island, seeing if I'm going to be cross-shot from something in the middle, but that's a Michelangelo. Odds are he doesn't even have the range to hit me. Should be about 15-5 if he's running a normal Michelangelo build, and if he's not, he's probably not that dangerous. Oh, Shatter, Khabarovsk, your armor is crazy. Still shooting the HE, even though I know the Cat 4 shatters, though. I should have switched to AP. I assumed he was going to kite out, and also just trying to set fires and knock modules on that thing. Coming over here, he's only got 6-kilometer torps. I am not in danger right here. I was into Khabarovsk for a while, the Soviet-style running gun. I found that as the game has evolved, like, I don't know that it's that effective right now. It does have benefits, but also, I don't know. It's one of those ships that I feel like is good at what it does, but is what it does particularly necessary in game carrying, and is it that fun? And it also kind of fights itself because it has like a, I don't know, like 12. It feels like it's 12 seconds, but I think it's like a 10-second stock rudder or something. I don't know. It's long. Not my fave. Taking some shots at destroyers. Destroyers are a high priority target. My one opt-out on the Khabarovsk notwithstanding, these are targets we would like to sink. That Shima is like, oh man, if we can get him, like this match is in the bag. I get one hit, but he just sneaks away. He's on low health, and that is dangerous because there's 2 battleships up there. He just dev struck one right in the thing. And yeah, our destroyers are all down. So we got 2 red destroyers left, and we have none. This Katsanas comes in right here, like, what is he doing, man? Like, he should have run a while ago. Why is he still here? This turnout is, he's got that, that Internet Explorer, like, decision making. It's like, you had to turn out so far before that. I do not know why he's still here. Yeah, so we're up on points, even on caps, up on ships, but we're at, I would say, still a bit of a ship disadvantage just because of our positioning and the ship mix that they have left. If this match is positioned a little bit differently, then that might not be as much of a problem. But just with a Shima running wild against 2 reversing battleships up there, not feeling good about that. Chunking the Aki with the HE, but because he is broadside and kind of mid-range, I switch over to the AP, pop the reload boost, and trying to get some chunk damage on him. That's a good whack. This is definitely one. Oh, and yeah, the Yamato goes down. I think he took some torps and fired. This is one of those situations where, like, I know we need to start getting some damage out, because if as our battleships go down, if it's just me and the Salem left against these 2 battleships and a Shimakaze, we're in trouble. So I have to take this play to get damage on the Aki, and I'm positioning to get into B to contest that, and to put pressure on the Iwami. God, which one's which? Which one's the tier 3 or whatever cruiser, and which one's the battleship? The battleship that's the Japanese battleship that's in B. You just saw it. Okay, the Aki goes down. That's good news for us. Still not awesome, what we would prefer. Ooh, Aki, the Shimakaze finishes off the Wisconsin. Man, that would have been awesome if we could have spotted him just a little bit earlier. But we don't, and we at least know he's way out there. So I've got to come in to B to challenge this. I'm waiting. I'm going to read the name instead of saying it wrong again. Iwami, that's the one I was going to remember. The Iwami is right here. I can bounce his 16-inch guns if I can angle properly. He's not the... that was a shot. He is not the most... maybe he thought I was going to turn all the way in. He's not the most ferocious battleship to meet up with against in this situation, but he does have the torpedoes. I have no idea if he's launched them anywhere else. We haven't seen any. He is full health, so like, does that mean he's really good or really bad at this stage in the match? And then, of course, of course, I get a Citadel. I don't even know where that one went. Like in through the turret barbette or something. It didn't look like it hit the nose, but I don't know. But again, I'm never safe. I never assume I'm not going to get Citadel because you know I am. So this was an agonizing decision, and I'm sure the Salem, he pings me at some point. I'm sure he's thinking the same thing. We need to reset the Iwami in that cap. I'm worried about his torps. He had, let's see if I remember the geometry correctly, he had his left side facing towards me earlier, and then he's turned to his right, which means that his right side would have been facing me. So odds are very high that he has that torpedo rack available. And so I want to use the island cover to try to make sure I'm not going to eat a face full of his torpedoes. That's why I've done that. Shima gets radar, but this is tragic. I mean, the Salem played a good game, and that's a frustrating misplay, but I don't specifically begrudge it because I've done that as well, where it's like, the destroyer's over there, you're in the time crunch, you turn in front of the torpedoes, and you see them pop up, and it's like, crap, this is too late. Shima's radar, but he's just past the edge of the island, can't quite get your turrets around, you're turning your ship to get the turrets, and then boom. And that's actually one of the reasons that I value the turret traverse so much, is I've just so often I get in those situations where it's like, oh, just turn turrets, and I just hate it. So here I've got two ships. Which one can I fight? I decide to go for the Iwami over the Shima because this is a ship I know I'm going to be able to engage. And I flipped B. What is a Shima going to want to do? He's not going to run. He's not going to run out the claw. Well, he might. He might. The safe play is to just run for him. There's no way I can flip these caps in time, or he could camp at the edge. But even at this point, I'm thinking I can force the engagement on the Iwami. He can't get away from me. He can't outrun my spotting, so I can at least fight him. And if I do that, the Shima might come into B. So if I can bait the Shimakaze back into B, I might have a chance here. This is super disadvantage. We're way down on points. I basically have to sink both of these ships at this point. This is a little unfortunate that I get proxy spotted by the Iwami there, but the Shima is in B. Okay. This is my plan. This is literally what I wanted to happen. I'm checking to see if I'm spotted. Is the Shima on the north side of B, or is he on the south side of B? This is one of those reasons where I always like the target locator. I've got all the intuition and instinct in the world about him coming back. I'm right. Now it's a 50-50. Is he on the north side or is he on the south side? Target locator would tell me. I don't know that I would do anything different. I might wait a little bit longer if I know he's on the north side to try to pop around this island. But I'm running out of time. That Iwami is still relatively healthy. I kind of have to do stuff. I wish I had another speed boost and reload booster right here. This is an instance where fully packed, I wish I had fully packed in this match because those two consumables would have been very valuable in this case. But, I'm spotted. I know, this guy, he wants it, he wants me, and then sure enough, there he is. I don't even need the reload booster or the speed boost, but I can so see how it easily could have made a difference there. It does not. He pops around the corner, and we shoot him right in his little smug Shima face. Welcome, step into my parlor, said the Henri to the Shima. I've had people do that to me, so, no, only a little bit of shade on that guy, because, he literally did exactly what I wanted him to do. Get greedy for the cap, greedy for the spot and the kill. I played it to make it look like I'm going somewhere else, and then flip back around, waiting right for him. Got it. Ooh, there's the bounces I wanted earlier. Right on the side plating from the Iwami. I am nervous about the torpedoes. I know he's got them. They're better rear firing angles. So I don't think he's launched them yet. But if he rams me, he's going to win because they're up on points. God, I wish I had the reload boost and the speed boost right now. That would have made this so much easier. I get 2 hits for the torps. Go me! Look at this guy. Shoots me through the nose, but not a citadel. Oh, can we squeak by? And I am trying to keep close enough to his side that the torpedoes won't arm. If I remember correctly, the Iwami's torpedoes have a somewhat long arming distance. I know they're coming. I am trying to get mine off. I actually miss up a little bit here. The aim point just didn't quite cooperate with me and launched a little bit off what I was going for. I actually damage control party the fire right before the torpedoes hit, so I know that I'm not going to get a flood or an engine knock to slow me down, because now the torpedoes did hit, get the flood. I want to get behind this island as fast as possible. I know he damage controlled the first floods, so he's on a permanent flood. I'm on fire, and I'm just like, please flood. I know you got nerfed, but you still do a lot of damage. Just sink him. Just sink him. Go down. Go down. It's so close, and then yes. Yes. Yes, that's how it's done. Let's go. So we end up with 263,000, and I just missed the 4K, but I'll take it. 3901. GG in the Henri. Definitely love it and appreciate the new build. It's amazing how, that's why I love messing around and talking with the builds, is like they really can, just a small change can change the whole feel of the ship for me, and that's one of the things I appreciate about this game and the community. Thanks, guys. Yeah, all the YouTube stuff, like, comment, subscribe, do all that. If you got any requests, comments, questions, leave them down below, and yeah, have a good day.